Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to show you how a person sits on a bench if we put it into a sketch. So if you have your pencils all set, we're going to draw this particular perspective. We have done a person sitting on a bench before, but we have done it from a certain perspective, from a certain angle, and this one is slightly different and also quite useful. So we're going to do the bench placement to begin. So that is our bench, and there's a lot of foreshortening, so increased size from certain angles, certain objects appearing bigger, certain objects appearing smaller, although they are similar in size when looked at from the straightforward angle. So right here is our perspective for the bench. That is, let's say that is a backrest for the bench. So I mean it's crude, but usually because they lean backwards a little bit, or we could start with that. We could do a leaning backrest right there like that. And the bench details will come into play like sooner or later. So we have to show this, and let's make this like a little more two-dimensional. So it's like looking at an empty aquarium or a rectangle, and we have to show the person like sitting on this and going, and the view going like that. So we'll place the person right there. So that is our work area, let's say. So lower body, and we're going to work everything from here. So the legs will be like right here, and everything else is going to just go up and finish off somewhere here. So that's what I meant by foreshortening. So the entire torso is going to appear a little smaller than the legs here. So we will start with the legs because they are the most in the foreground, and we have one leg, and we have the other leg, which will essentially show a little smaller than this leg, and this has to marginally show bigger than this. So there is one. Again, the foot also foreshortened. It would be larger actually in proportion to this leg, but we are only coming that far because there's the heel and there's the rest of the foot. But this foot we can show more outright, so from that angle, and there we have the legs thrown into place. So if we were to imagine going backward, so let's say the thigh is raised a little bit here, and we're going back, and that is the glutes area. So we go up, and we're working our way, but we have to show either a person like sitting very straight, or we could show a curvature. That is like those are two different options. So we'll do something that is a medium in between. So let's say that he is going back. There's our backrest. So arms flung behind, let's say that that's one angle that we wish to utilize. So chest area right around here, the ab area around here, that's, of course, we are not looking to highlight that, but just for convenience sake, so the chest would be outward like that, and of course the collar right there. And if we were to just show the person sitting straight forward from this angle, it would be something like that. So there's the center of the face. The chin would show like that, head going back, and the ears. Well, that ear is not visible, and this ear So eyes, nose, and mouth. So eyes, nose, and mouth. And that is, let's just put a little shade there because you're looking at it from an angle where the light is vanishing, going downward, or when it comes under objects which cast a shadow, which are away from the light source. So that is one quick way in this foreshortening, but we can do a few other things with this. So we could also have the arms coming down, so elbow right there. Let's say that we want to place the hand here, and we could go, that's going to vanish behind the thigh there. We could do that as well and leave that one hand where it is, or we could also have that hand come down now. We don't normally see people in this kind of like seating placement unless they are trying to achieve a certain posture, but that is one way of putting it as well. Like we can, that can work if we want that. And we can also have, so, but in this case the body would have to fall backward a little bit, like it'll have to slump backward, and we can have, again, foreshortened, one arm right behind there, and naturally it would be nice to have the head also slump a little bit backward in that case. Now normally when that happens, we usually have, so the chest definition would be like that, coming off the biceps there, delt vanishing there into the collar, and collar here still, the chest raised up a little bit. But normally we would have this leg or the other leg, but let's do this leg here. In that case, crossed over on this leg and sitting somewhere there from that foreshortened angle itself. So those different options, we can just highlight what we started off with. This sitting pose, but very important pose in regards to how common it is to see this. So if you take a walk down the park in the neighborhood, you will probably, if not sooner, a bit later, come across somebody sitting down like that. So there we have it, that particular perspective of a person sitting on a bench. And I hope it is of help. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.